Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the Sheva Group of School online class. I'm really very happy to be with you once again. Now we have really completed our portion and now we are in the revision period. So we are going to the poem side. So book exercise and grammar and other things, you have to go through the books and exercises which is given at the back of your book. So this is very, very important. It occurs in each and every question paper. So we are going to see here. See the first lesson, unit poem, Once Upon a Time. Gabriel Okara. I think you would remember this poem. The poet talks about how people have been changed nowadays. So that's the poem. So this exercise is on page number 22 and to 24. The first is the A part. Interpret the expression. The poet uses certain words for us. If you turn to page number 24, see, there you can see, interpret each of the following expression used in the poem in one or two lines. Surely this will come. So, first thing is laugh with eyes. So, the expression here is, he has given. So, the real meaning is, it's a fake laugh. So, a fake laugh or laugh without any association. Simply, for namesake we laugh. When we meet someone, what happened? We don't give that real expression. So, we have to be simply passing away. So, the first word is laugh with their eyes. Next is I shake hands without heart. So, people what they expresses here is, first thing is laugh with the teeth. Simply they open the teeth. Next is shake hands with heart. So when you shake hand, that is the main reason is we love the person who is standing there. So we really express our love and gratitude towards them by shaking hands. So that is called as with heart. Third thing is like a fixed portrait smile. So people are like that. Portrait means like photograph. Photo smile. If you go to a photo studio, what happens? You will be asking to smile. So what happens? Simply for that sake, for the photo to come. It doesn't have any meaning. The photographer will be standing there and you are simply expressing your face to be a smile face. So here that is the portrait. So for the photograph, we give some smile without any reason. Next is hand search any empty pocket. So that is that how people are there with how they search their hand from the empty pocket. So that's another thing is people always want something from us, from the others whom they meet. So nowadays they keep their hands in the pocket. Simply they move. But here he talks about hand search my empty pockets. Next is to unlean all these mute things. Mute things means stopped things. Certain things are being stopped away. He talks about that. So saying good morning, wishing and giving respect to elders and parents. So when you meet anyone, when you go to a function or anything, people are being, they simply sit in one corner and they simply pass away. So here he talks about that. To unlearn all these. So what is he wanted to, you have to leave all these things and learn good things is the meaning of that. So next is we go to the read the lines. Very, very important. Every question paper you will be having this. See on page number 24, B. Read the lines given below and answer the question that follows. So, but the poetic lines will be given first. But now they only laugh with their teeth while their eyes block cold eyes. So, eyes means the thing which is very hard. They don't move, they keep their face like that. So, here who are they? So he asks the question, the first question is, who are they? So the question is that, what the poets want to say is, They are the people who live at present in modern times. So who are they? The people, those who are now living in the present time. So what happened? The present time, what happened? People, they don't love each other. That is the main reason. The Bible says, love yourself first. First love yourself. Think that you have got everything. That is the blessing of God you have got. Love your neighbor first. Love your parents. Love your brothers and sisters. Then, so who are they? That who has only the teeth is the now modern people. Explain ice block cold. This is a very important question. Ice block cold ice means the ice which are lacking of feeling. The ice doesn't show any feeling. So the ice is the part where we get the feeling. When you are happy, you enjoy yourself, you laugh. So what happens? The tears comes out of your eyes. The same way when you are very sorrowful. So when you go to a place where you feel it very sorry, or if you are guilty of what you have done, what happened? Automatically tears comes from the eyes. So that is a blocked ice block is like that. First it will be very solid. Then after that it starts to melt. The same way our ices are like that. So it melts for explain the warmth or endurance. Identify the figure of speech here. So here he talks about the ice, and the ice is the object which is there. So here he talks about the teeth which we love. So it is a metaphor. The ice is being compared to our eyes. So next thing, most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh is in the mirror. Shows only my teeth like the snake's bear fangs. Fangs are the two things which comes out of the mouth of a snake. So when it breathes, what happens? It brings it out. So it uses only for breathing, the snake. So what happens? So the people are also like that. So the question is, why does the poet wants to unlearn how to laugh? So that is the question here. The answer for it is, the poet wants to relearn how to laugh because his fake, artificial laugh in the mirror shows only the teeth like the snake. So what happened? The snake doesn't have any feeling. There doesn't feel happy or sorrow or whatever thing is there when he meets any person. So it will be going on flicking its tongue like this outside. So what happened? He says like that. So people are like that when they look at the mirror also. Mirror is, they admire themselves. So what he says is, at least when you see the mirror, you be happy. And they make yourself a happy mood. Whom does the poet want to relearn from? The poet want to relearn from his son. So we already know this poem. The father talks to the son. So already I told you that this project we have got things to do. That is yourself and your photo. I told in the first poem. I don't know how many of you are having that. You take a selfie of your dad, or you go to your photo studio. You and dad only. Son. If your daughter also, take a photograph of your father and yourself. So that is the way, that will be the best photo in this world, because it's the greatest moment to have a photograph. So son, he tells his son, don't learn all these unwanted habits which is now expressing or now which is been going on in this world, where people, they doesn't love, they doesn't have any feeling for themselves. Third thing is, mention the figure of speech used here. See, if you go through the line, you have to find out. The first thing is, the figure of speech is, you have to find three words, like, as, as, and so. So if these three, first thing is, you have to see, if these three words are there in the lines which is given, most of the poets, they will be using this word. The simile is very, very important. So here also see on the line here, shows only my teeth like a snake. So it is comparison. like a snake. So, simile, like word, you have to underline that, and when you write it in the exam, it is a simile. So, you have to write like that. So, next thing is you have to, after saying if the word is there, you can write say simile. If there is no like, as or so in that line, what you have to do is you have to go to the next thing is to find out if it is a metaphor. Metaphor already we saw in the first line, it compares with an object. So when it is compared with an object, you have to see metaphor. Third thing, if there is no like that, if there is any feeling of a human being or here what happened, we have to go to the personification. A person, those human beings usually use, they cry, they laugh, all this, there will be honesty, they will be truthful, all these things will be there. So my dear children, these things you have to see. So first is, then other things will be given. So you have to go to the poem and it will be explained in the poem itself. What are the other figure of speech? The main thing is these three. First is the figure of speech is, first thing what you have to say is it a simile, like as, and so. These three words are there, you simply like it is a simile. After that you have to find out. Now we are going to the next part. So ERC, we call it as ERC or explain to reference to the context. You would have written it this in the 10th standard. So now we are going to see that reference to the context. So students, so we are going to see this. Explain reference to the context. We call it as ERC. So that is also given here. See on page number 24 it is given. Once upon a time son, they used to laugh with their eyes. The lines will be given and you have to give it the explanation. So how we are going to give is these lines. So reference, first you have to write the word reference. So reference you have to write. Reference, then you have to write the thing. Three things are there. Context, what about when the poet speaks, and the explanation. The first one I will take for you. These lines are from Gabriel Okara's poem Once Upon a Time. Next is context. The poem tells his son how the people were honest in their behavior in olden days. Then the explanation is given. The poet tells his son that the olden days people used to laugh. When they laugh, they would do it wholeheartedly. So these things you have to learn. Everything will be given in your book. So now we are going to see what from the second unit poem. So first unit here I think you would be clearly understood the things. The next thing is the poem is Confession of a Born Spectator, written by Ogden Nash. So here from this poem. So here he is making a forgiveness for not being as a athlete. He is simply a spectator. But he leads the player by giving suggestion and other things. So he asks the confession. So we are going to see that is on page number 55 and 56 in your book. So first is paragraph answer. Poet is in the poetry, usually you will be getting a paragraph answer. So which is in your book. So that paragraph already you have to write the answer and the words or the answer is given in the blanks, that you have to fill it up and make it as a paragraph. So that one you have to write for your examination. Surely paragraph will come. Then is the read the lines. Second thing on page number 55. Fourth one. Read the given lines and answer the question which is given here. So first one, with all my heart I do admire athlete who sweat for fun or hire. So here the question is, whom does the poet admire? So the question you have to answer it. So it is given here. So what is the answer here for this? Whom is the poet admires the athletes who sweat for fun. So when they run, what happened? Some people they run for fun, for their popularity and other things. But certain thing they have been hired. So they get some money for that. for that also he talks about whom is the poet about the athlete. For what reason do the athletes sweat? So the next question is like that. For what reason do the athletes sweat? The athletes sweat because they play a rough game there. So they play football, means other things, games, what happen, athlete, they run very, very fast. So the aim is their goal. So what he says is, it is given like that. That is, the athlete sweat because he plays very rough. His aim will be to run very fast. So next line is, first one, second one. With all, ego, it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough. So the line is said, and the question is, who pleases the ego? Next one, what are the athletes often rough during the play? So the two questions are there for that. It is given here. Exchanging places with the athlete pleased to the poet's ego. So explain, while he was running the track, is very, very important. They have to follow the correct track. So their ego is, they don't look at the neighbor who is running with them. He doesn't feel or doesn't have any concern. So his aim is, the ego is to win the race. So that is right. Why are athletes often rough during play? They exhibit roughness because the play activity is a fair game. So they wanted to play it with rules and regulations are there. If you break the rules, you will be sent out. So what he says is, they have to play the game fairly with the rules and regulations. The third one is there for you. When official demands, is there a doctor in the stand? Already I told you, stand is a place where the athletes and the other people, the doctors and the important people will be sitting there. So the question what he asks is, why are doctors called from stand by the sponsors? Why does the poet make such an observation? So for that question it is given here. So the doctors are called and they are hired for the sponsors. When anything happen to the players, they have to take care of them. They will be sitting there and they are paid for that. But sometimes what happen, the sponsors, those who are sponsoring, they won't bring the doctors. They will be having some painkiller and other things, and for that time relief they will give. So due to the spending of money to the doctor, what happened? They don't concern about the player who is there in the ground. When he's got hurt, he should be treated with a proper doctor. But what happens is, they don't do because of their saving of money. Next is, the poet makes such an observation to show how humanity has charged. See how people are there. They wanted to safeguard the money and not their feeling of the player who is there, with the risk player. So he says like that, the treatment to the players, when the sponsors to pay, so they have to pay the doctor. So what happened? So they are very concerned about it. The next line is, when snaps the knee and cracks the wrist. Identify the explanation to the use on the liberal device. So it is given like here. So it is on the onomatopoeic. It is a literally device in which one word evokes the actual sound. So what happened when they play the crack sound, which happens, the pain which happens in their foot or their ankle. So that is the thing. This snaps is a sound which has been given. So that's the type of sound which is given in the poem, is called as onomatopoeia. So this is the word which is given. So when it is being asked in the figure of speech, when they give this line, you have to write it is an onomatopoeia. So now we are going to the next thing is what is given in the book is explain to reference to context. I am just glad, see on page number 55, I am just glad as glad can be. So now we are going to see that. So this line, so already I told. So first is you have to write the reference. But how you will write? Very fine. These lines are taken from the poem Confession of the Born Spectator by Frederick Ogden Nash. Next is the context of when the poet talks. The poet states this when he talks how people choose their life. Next is explanation. The poet begins the poem by saying that one person makes a jockey. So when they are born, what happens nowadays here in India, they want the children to be as an engineer and doctor. But when you go to the foreign countries, they are their people, they want the child to become the jockey who goes on a horse race. Then as a basketball player or a hockey player. So here he is glad that he is not. But the poet says that I am very glad that I am not the sportsman. I am only the spectator. So next thing is what you are going to say is the last one is the rhyming word. That is very, very important in the poem. So the rhyming word is here. So first is they are given hockey. So jockey, hockey. Admire, hire. Pomp, romp. Feeds, deeds. Score, floor. Please, these. Fist, wrist. Demand, stands. Radium, stadium. So you can see in page number 55 and it ends up in page number 56. So underline the word alliteration. Alliteration is the starting word with the same words, same lettered word. So for the most modest physics. So here M, most and modest. You have to underline these two words and you have to take that word and you have to write there. That is alliteration. Next is they do not ever in their failing. Which words are here? They and their. Next thing is do and dealing. So you have to underline this word and alliteration. When it asks, you have to write. Next thing you got is here is the figure of speech is not there. You have to find out. I told you how to find the figure of speech. So the rhyming of word, which you have to see the last letters of the poem. See here, jockey, hockey, then entire, center. So this poem is on AA, BB and CC. This is the pattern of the rhyming pattern. So keep this in mind. So this is the two poems which you are going to read the lines, go through it, learn and keep. So then we will go. You have to take care of yourself. Then thank you very much for being with me. God bless you and go through this two poem and these are very important questions. Thank you students.